The OldPreMeds podcast, session number 182. You're a non-traditional student entering the medical field on your terms. You may have had some hiccups along the way, but now you're ready to change course and go back and serve others as a physician. This podcast is here to help answer your questions and help educate you on your non-traditional journey to becoming a physician. Welcome to the OldPreMeds podcast. My name is Dr. Ryan Gray, and I'm excited that you are taking some time to listen to this podcast to hear some stories of non-traditional students, hear their questions, and hear my answer to their questions. This week, we have a great question from Nick, a former Navy corpsman. He says, "Hey everyone, my name is Nick, 28 years old, and currently completing my undergraduate degree at Wayne State University in Detroit, Michigan. I recently separated from the Navy where I served as a hospital corpsman. I had a unique time in service where I rotated through multiple emergency departments throughout Chicago, Illinois. Additionally, I served with the Marine Corps as a combat medic. Both of my roles were serving as an independent medical provider. Now I am back in school and finishing up my undergrad, roughly 1.5 years left. My plan is to apply to medical school in 2021, 2022. I was a medical scribe for a brief period after transitioning out of the Navy, though now I work as a medical assistant technician at an urgent care. I was wondering if anyone has any tips or tricks for finishing the remaining of my degree, pre-med classes, and subsequently applying to medical school. I know everyone is unique and different, though I feel alone on campus because not many people have the same experiences and my age doesn't help. Furthermore, I have a bit of a dicey school course load prior to the Navy." All right, so kind of an open-ended question here, right? Any tips or tricks for finishing the remaining of my degree, pre-med classes, and subsequently applying to medical school? Yes, I have some tips and tricks. Number one, listen to the pre-med years. Number two, do very well in your classes. Number three, apply early to medical school. Learn how to write a very good personal statement. Maybe check out a book maybe called the Pre-Med Playbook Guide to the Medical School Personal Statement. Maybe by the time you're applying, my medical school application book will be out. So I think at this point, Nick, you obviously need to focus on your grades. Having a bit of a dicey school course load prior to the Navy, that tells me potentially your grades aren't the best. You may need to be prepared to do a post-bacc, to take more classes to improve your GPA to be solid. It looks like you do have a year and a half left of school, so hopefully you'll have a really solid upward trend with your GPA, assuming you're doing well in classes now. If you're not doing well in classes now, then I would seriously consider maybe taking a pause, taking a break at school, figuring out why you're not doing well, and then getting back to it once you are assured that you will do well in your classes, because that GPA can make or break you when it comes to applying. As far as the rest of it, right, applying to medical school, it's a really broad, open-ended question. I have tons of interviews and discussions and topics all about the application process on the Pre-Med Years podcast. So I would go check those ones out. You obviously need a good personal statement. You need to apply early. You need to apply to a broad range of schools. You need to interview well. There are lots of things. I would say your experience as a hospital corpsman, as a combat medic, are amazing experiences that are going to really help you define who you are and why you want to be a physician. And that will help you tremendously. So embrace those experiences, embrace your non-traditional role, and definitely go out and see if you can find a community of other non-traditional students that can connect with you and help you through this journey. All right, it's a short question and answer today. Hopefully that was helpful. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you next time here on the OldPreMeds podcast.